If a person is really angry and he's holding an item, that item absorbs some of that anger. And we know this instinctively. You're shopping for a home and you walk into your home and you go, "Ooh, there's something about this house I don't like." And then you find out that the couple has gone through a horrible divorce and they were arguing constantly nonstop for the previous year. Well, virtually the whole home is loaded with that vibratory essence, if you will, of anger. Items pick up and absorb what's around them. We know this. This is why energetic masters would smudge a house. They'd take certain items and light it on fire and get the smoke, and they'd do a smudging ceremony to clear out some of that negative energy. If you have an item that was surrounded by love and a wonderful relationship and happy, smiling children, those items are now creating an attractor field for a wonderful, blissful, happy family and great relationship. Items have that energy. It has that frequency. This is something that wealthy people either know, like I was taught in the Brotherhood, in our secret society. So we did it specifically with deliberate intent, but most people do it without deliberate intent. William Randolph Hearst, one of the richest men in the world, his home is filled with statues from all over the world, from antiquity, that were in castles, that were in, opulent, wealthy people's homes, kings, queens, royalty, sultans, all around the world. And he was fanatical about surrounding himself with these statues and paintings and works of art from antiquity for two reasons. Number one, they had the aesthetic wave of beauty, which created wealth and success just amongst itself. But secondly, they also absorbed all of the wealth and power, energy of its previous owners. Even beyond that, we know that ancient architects used what sometimes is called sacred geometry. In India, it's called Vastu. In the ancient East, it's called feng shui. In other contexts, it's called sacred geometry, the Fibonacci sequence and different things. This is very specific. It's designed, and by the way, if you look at the history of the texts, it says celestial architects. Architects that came down from other planets taught the architects here this science of creating specific geometry, specific mathematical proportions to one another that actually absorb and bring in and attract certain things from the universe. It was poo-pooed, again, by mainstream science for, thousands of years. Now we know it's true, that certain objects create that frequency. We know this with sound. Example, you can have a plate. There's machines with a straight, just a flat plate, and then you put sand on it. Underneath the plate is a speaker. You put a frequency, just the hum of a frequency, a certain frequency. The plate vibrates, and a pattern magically is produced. You change the frequency, the sand vibrates, and a brand new pattern is produced. Change the frequency, the sand vibrates, and a brand new geometric pattern is produced based on the frequency. That pattern thus attracts that frequency. And if you have the frequency of wealth, of gold, of money, it's attracting into your life that happiness, joy, peace. They all have frequencies. This is, again, ancient knowledge being backed up now and verified by modern science.
You learned about attractor field objects through your training in the secret society, the Brotherhood. What were you taught?
I was just told, look, you want to have in your space as many objects as you can that come from wealthy families. Okay. You also want to have in your space things that you resonate with as beautiful, things that have the aesthetic of beauty. Okay. That was the training. We got right to the point in our mentorship apprentice training. Kevin, do this. Kevin, do this. Kevin, do this. Yes. And then the results happened.